Krishna coming. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhu Nitya Dekhi Loke Hoila Chamatkar, Anno Achuk Jagannathe, Ananda Apar. रथ स्थिर हईल आगे ना करे गमन अनिमिषे नेत्र करे नित्य दर्शन सुभद्रा बलरामेर हृदय उल्लास नित्य देखी दुई जनार मुखेते हास. Then we also discussed Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was dancing in front of Lord Jagannath. Then Lord Jagannath is very happy. Actually, Jagannath Tattva, that is called Krishna himself. Our Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was dancing in front of Lord Jagannath, that time Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood, I am Radha. And same Vrindavan Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking how Srimati Radhika, she was dancing in front of Krishna in Ras dance. In the same mood, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in front of Lord Jagannath. Yesterday I also told, Srimati Radhika's dance is called her dance, halisaka nritya. Krishna's halisaka nritya. There are two kinds of dance. And one is called halisaka nritya, and another is called tandava nritya. And generally, ladies dance that is called halisaka nritya. And our gents dance that is called tandava nritya. Nritya, understand? Dance. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was dancing in front of Lord Jagannath, that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing, same mood of Srimati Radhika, that is called halisaka nritya. And yesterday I told, once demigod and goddess, they also compete. Who is the best dancer and singer? Then what is called? Female demigod. Demigod and demigods. And Shivji is the participant and representative of the demigod. Devi Parvati, she is the representative of demigods. So now Shiva and Parvati are dancing. Yesterday I told this katha. When Parvati Devi, she sang and danced, everybody very happy. Because ladies' dance is very good. Halisaka nritya. And generally ladies, what is called? Tune, throat is very soft. So singing, everybody attracted. Then when Shivji term has come, Shivji thinking what will do now? Maybe I will be failed. So what happened? Then Shivji prayed to Lord Krishna. Then Krishna told, don't worry, you have to dance my tandava nritya. Which tandava nritya? At the time of destruction, Mahapralaya. And that dance you can dance. So Shivji, he danced that tandava nritya. Tandava dance. During the time of destruction. That when Shivji danced this tandava nitya, and everybody completely sacked. Second, trembling. And all they also afraid what to do now. That time they pacified to Shivji, okay, you winner, chalo. Yesterday I told this katha, just briefly one word told you. So now coming to the Prabhur Nitya Dikhi Lokhe Hoila Chamatkar, Anna Achuk Jagannathe Anand Apar. Everyone was surprised by the dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even Lord Jagannath became extremely happy to see him. Here Jagannath means Krishna. And same Ras dance is going on this way. And Lord Jagannath is very happy. Rasthir hoilage na kare gaman, animis netre kare nitya darshan. The car came to the complete and stand still and remained immovable while Lord Jagannath with unblinking eyes and watched the dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then suddenly Lord Jagannath chariot completely stopped, not moving. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was dancing and singing in front of Lord Jagannath, eyes to eyes. Understand? So here the Animis Netre Kare Nitya Darshan. And Lord Jagannath, you are taking darshan. Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srimati Radhika with unblinking eyes and was dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Subhadra Balaramir Ullas Nitya Dekhi Dujanan Srimukate Has. Goddess of fortune, Subhadra and Lord Balram both felt great happiness and ecstasy with their hearts. Indeed, they were seen smiling at the dancing. And because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was dancing in front of Lord Jagannath. And I already told, that is called Rasa dance. This is the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Uddande Nitya Prabhur Adbhuta Vikar Asta-sattvika-vikara Udaya Hoy Samakal. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high and ate wonderful transmission indicative the divine ecstasy seen in his body. All these symptoms are visible and simultaneously. Because the Asta-sattvika-vikara, 8 ecstatic mood manifested in the body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Romancha, Kompasru, Vaivarno. Romancha means? And they are here, stand and end. All these. You have or not? All the here, stand and end. Romancha, compassed, body start to shake and trembling. Romancha, compassed. Vaivarna, and his complexion also changed. So in this way, Asta-sattvika-vikara. Actually, these Asta-sattvika-vikara, 8 static symptoms manifested different ways also. Yeah? That is called dhumayita, jvalita, dipta, uddipta and sudipta. Dhumayita means as like smoke. Yeah? And before coming the fire, smoke coming. Yeah? Understand? That is called dhumayita. That means one or two ecstatic mood manifested in the heart of sadhaka. That is called dhumayita. Dhumayita. Dhumayita means smoke. Sanskrit word is dhumayita. Dhum means स्मोक, धुआं आता है. जैसे उदाहरण दिया जाता है, जैसे लकड़ी में यदि आग जला दिया जाए, पहले आग दिखाई नहीं पड़ता है, पहले क्या आ जाता है? धुआं आ जाता है. एंड इफ यू पुट द फायर इनसाइड द wood, then first you see smoke. In the same way, Asta-sattvika-vikara, 8 ecstatic mood, maybe one or two Asta-sattvika-vikara manifest. That is called dhumayita. Not so easy. Then jalit means, Sanskrit jalit means fire, flame of fire will come. That means 2 or 3 ecstatic mood manifest one's heart. That is called jvalit. Sanskrit word, that is called jalit. Jvalit. Third, dipta. Dipta means no smoke, no flame coming. Only illumination, illuminated. That is called jvalit, dipta. Dipta means 3 or 4 ecstatic mood manifest. That is called dipta. Illumination kind. Dhumayita, jvalita, dipta. Uddipta, that means at the time 5 or 6 ecstatic mood manifested. That is called dipta. Uddipta. Or sudipta at a time 8 ecstatic mood manifested in the heart of sadhaka. That is called sudipta mahabhav. This sudipta mahabhav, at a time 8 ecstatic mood manifested only in the body of Srimati Radhika and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not possible. Because body cannot tolerate. 1 or 2 ecstatic manifest, that is very difficult to tolerate this body. Understand? So much sweat will come. इतने पसीना निकलेगा. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing, so much tears rolling down from his eyes, and everybody is completely wept with the tears of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As like, give an example, if you take the water with the syringe, syringe, and put in, everybody completely wet. This. In the same way, the tears rolling down from the eyes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as like syringe, and everybody completely wet. You cannot imagine. Understand? Just you can give an example when you are giving water, either hose pipe, window garden, hose pipe. Understand? Hose pipe, understand?
Garden hose.
Garden, water. What are giving? How are giving? In the same way, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing and singing in front of Lord Chaitanya, in front of Lord Jagannath, that time tears rolling down. As like, and giving everybody completely what? Huh? Wait. Huh? No need to take shower.
Ocean water.
You cannot imagine. Possible. Human being possible? Impossible. How many tears from your eyes? Few. They're not coming. Krishna, he stole butter. Our Mother Yashoda chasing behind it. When Mother Yashoda caught it, then Krishna crying, but tears not coming. Then Krishna by force rubbed his ears. Tears not coming. How did they? Are here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Tears rolling down, as like the water coming from the hose pipe.
Only Radharani cries, Krishna.
Yeah.
Is that the reason?
So just coming in this way, just we give this here also example again. Mangsa brana samam loma vrinda pulakit simulir vrikshajana kantaka vestit. His skin enwrapped with gross and pimples, and the hairs of his body stood on end. His body resembled the and as like simul trees, that is called silk and cotton trees, Cotton is coming from one kind of special tree, that is called simul tree. And all covered with the thorns. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's here standing and then look like the throne of simul tree. Simuleri kanta jano, simuleri vrikha jano kantak vestit. Simul पेड़ के जो कांटे होते हैं ना, इतना बड़े बड़े होता है. The throne of the simul tree. Have you seen? No. That is called as Brazil everywhere. Maybe here also. Big throne. आपने देखा इधर नहीं?
कॉटन का पेड़ देखा, रेगुलर कॉटन, पर पता नहीं उसमें होते हैं। मैंने देखा।
दो प्रकार के कॉटन होता है, एक होता है छोटे छोटे पेड़ होता है, उससे छोटा होता है, और एक होता है बड़ा बड़ा, उसके फल होता है इतना बड़ा बड़ा, वो जो फट जाता है उससे कॉटन निकालता है, उसके सिमुल ट्री को. There are two kinds of cotton and fruits. One is very small and fruits coming, and when completely ripened and open, there the cotton automatically coming out. And another big tree, very long tree. And on the tree is big also throne inside. So in the same way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was dancing and singing in front of Lord Jagannath, that time Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the hair stand in end. And as like the throne, the simul tree. So I saying, simuler vikkajana kantak vestita. एक दंते कंप देखिते लगे भय, लोके जाने दंत सब घोषिया पड़य. When Lord Chaitanya, then his teeth also start to moving, chattering.
Like this.
And when very cold, in India when we were small boy and coming out from the room, very cold, automatically what? Especially, especially small baby, they are doing the in the same way. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these types of then all his teeth also are and moving as like and look like his teeth would fall out. Understand? If your teeth fall out, what will do? He cannot eat. As like old man, 80 years old man. And now they are putting everything is artificial. Sarvange prased chote tate raktodgam jaja jaga gaga gada gada bachan. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot utter Jagannath. That is the jaja jaja gaga 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 gaga. Because his throat completely hurt, choked with stash. Voice completely hurt, choked. Understand? Cannot speak. When you are taking the ice cream, that time your Mahabhav coming. Tears rolling down and throat. Oh, Gurudev, I cannot speak. I cannot sing. In the same way. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's throat completely choked. Jalayantra dhara joiche Vayasrujan aspase lukta vigila sakal. Tears came forcefully from the eyes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as if from a siren, and all the people surrounding him and become wet. सब भीग जाते हैं. Tears already I told. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing and singing, tears rolling from his eyes, and everybody completely wet with the tears of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These things I already I told you. Jalajantra dhara joiche bhai usudhar. देह कांति गौरवर्ण देखे अरुण प्रभु कांति देखे जनो मल्लिका पुष्प सम. Everyone saw the complexion of his body change from the white to pink, so that his luster resembled to the mallika flowers. Sadhak, when you do our pranvayu, pranvayu understand? Life air. Life air, when he life air taking the shelter, different and ingredients of our body. जब इस शरीर में जो है पांच जो तत्व के जो है ये पांच तत्व प्राणवायु के जिस तत्व के आश्रय करते हैं उसी तत्व के अनुसार शरीर में रोमांचक कंपासुर आदि दिखाई पड़ता रहता है. क्या बोला बोलो इंग्लिश में बोलो क्या बोलो समझ में आया कि नहीं बोलो क्या बोलो.
In the body, the five elements, all these are life, air, it takes shelter of those five elements: earth, water, fire. Yeah. Accordingly, the symptoms will arise.
You understand or not? And that time, the symptom is coming. These things also Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained in Jaiva Dharma Grantha. कभु स्तंभ कभु प्रभु भूमिते लोटाय सुसुकाष्ट समपद हस्तना चलाय. Sometimes Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared stunned, and sometimes he rolled on the ground. Indeed, sometimes his legs and hands became as hard as dry wood, and he did not move. He completely was stunned. His body cannot move. As like dry wood. Susukashta samo. कभु भूमे पड़े कभु सास है हीन जहा देखी भक्त गणे प्राण है खीन. When Lord fell into ground and sometimes his breathing almost stopped. And when devotees saw this, their lives also become very flavorful. Sometimes Lord Chaitanya was not taking breath. Completely or stunned. He is not taking breath. Then everybody afraid. Maybe Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu this left his body. Thinking this. কভু নেত্র নাসায় জল মুখে পড়ে ফেন অমৃতে ধারা যেন চন্দ্রবিম্ব বহে যেন. Water flows from his eyes and sometimes through his nostrils and fell from his mouth. This flowing appears to the tornado and nectar and dancing from the moon. And sometimes so much foam coming from his mouth. If you go to the beach, then when water touch the shore, they're going to see some what is called foam coming. Have you seen or not? Then foam coming. In the same way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's foam coming from his mouth. Completely right. So much bubble. You know bubble? White bubble in his mouth. Completely this. And that time, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's face as like very nice, beautiful. And the full moon, rays of the full moon. Chandra ki kirana ke bhaati. You cannot imagine what kinds of then Mahaprabhu's face is coming in this way. Because so much foam coming from his mouth. And as like the rays of the full moon. Say fen laya subhananda koilapan Krishna prema rasik tehu mahabhagavan. That foam that fell from the mouth of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken and drunk by Subhananda, because he was very fortunate and expert in relishing the mellows of ecstatic love of Krishna. You cannot do this. And automatically mundane conception will come. Possible? And conditional soul not possible. But Subhananda Brahmachari, one great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When he saw this, then he jumped and embraced Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he licked the foam of licking the. Understand? Every second, every moment, you are licking your own foam. This is true or wrong? But very difficult to lick the somebody else. But sometimes mothers see also licking the foam of their baby. Baby. So now come in this way. Sei Phemulaya Subhananda Kailapan, Krishna Prema Rasik Tehu Mahabhagavan. And Subhananda Brahmachari. He was a great devotee, Krishna Premik, and great fortune. He is licking the foam from the mouth of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. এই মত তাণ্ডব নৃত্য কৈল কতক্ষণ ভাব বিশেষে প্রভুর প্রবেশিল মন. After Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had performed his devastating dance, from sometimes his mind entered in the mood of ecstatic love. I already told there are two kinds of dance, nritya. What is that? Halisaka nritya, and is called tandava nritya. And tandava nritya, that is called, what do you mean tandava nritya? Devastating, and there is tandava. As like everything completely what? Destroying, trembling. Understand? When Mahaprabhu dancing, coming up and down. As like golden mountain, and going just up and down. This. And sometimes Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rolling on the ground. Look like one golden mountain rolling on the ground. Because Mahaprabhu's body was very nice, beautiful, golden complexion, molten golden complexion. You cannot imagine, because if you not at the time of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Srila, very difficult to understand. Just to listening and imagining how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body and golden luster, understand? So much effulgence come. Cannot imagine. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called the tallest man. And with his own hand, he was 4 hands. And everybody, and your length is what? With your own hand, only 3.5. You can also say from here to here, that is called 1 hand. Measurement. And how many hands you? 3.5. You measurement or no? You never measure. Okay, you stand in front of the wall and then you can be 1, 2, 3, 4. You are not 4 hands. How many? 3.5. Even a small baby. Also, in his hand will be 3.5. And everybody. And you are, what is called? Small or big body. Everybody was 3.5 hands. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his own hand is 4 hands. So it means half hand. Also he is higher than others. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing and singing in front of Lord, that time he was Mahaprabhu. They look like one golden mountain and dancing this. And sometimes rolling on the ground. Cannot imagine. Very beautiful. Sunara Parvata Jana Bhumite Lutai. Yes. এই মতো তাণ্ডব নৃত্য কৈল কতক্ষণ ভাব বিশেষে প্রভুর প্রবেশিলমান তাণ্ডব নৃত্য ছাড়ি স্বরূপের আজ্ঞা দিলা হৃদয় জানিয়া স্বরূপ গাইতে লাগিলা. After abandoning dancing, the Lord ordered Svarupa Damodara to sing, and understanding his mind, Svarupa Damodara began to sing as follows. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is he doing? According to the instruction of Svarupa Damodara. Tandav nritya chhadi Svarupir ajna dilo, hriday janiya Svarup gaite lage. Svarupa Damodara he knows the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lalita Dhuki. Svarupa Damodara, actually Krishna Lila was Lalita Sakhi. So Lalita Sakhi, she knows the heart of Srimati Radhika. So for this guy Svarupa Damodara, he knows the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Svarupa Damodara, he started to sing very nice, beautiful song. What is song? Saita paranata painu, jahalagi madane dahane jhuri jhuri genu. Very nice, beautiful song. Saita paranata painu, jahalagi madane dahane jhuri. Paranath means the master of my life. After a long separation, Srimati Radhika, she met with her beloved Krishna. Then Srimati Radhika, she embracing to Krishna and crying. Because after a long separation now, both are meeting together. So saying, Saita Paranatha Painu, Jaha Lagi Madane Dahane Jhurigan. Now I have gained the Lord of my life in the absence of whom I was being burned by Cupid and was whither wings away. That's it called the Sudirgha Vipralambha. Sudirgha means long separation. Actually in Golok Vrindavan, transcendental world, there is no long separation. Not Sudirgha, Viraha. There is Viraha is there. Viraha means, what is the Viraha? Separation. That separation, two kinds of separation. One is called Nikat and another Durgata. Nikat means is one. When Krishna, he goes to the herding the cows, that's and Gopis also feeling separation from him. And that is called Nikatagata separation. Nikat means very close separation, not so long separation. That's Krishna, he is going to herding the cows. And then Gopis also, as soon as possible, Gopis also prepared to go to the place where Krishna is herding the cows. जब कृष्ण गोचारण के लिए जाते हैं, गोपियां भी तैयार हो जाती है. We have to go there. And that time Gopis, they just pretending that we are going to fetching water from the Joguna, or we are going to worship Surya Devata, especially Srimati Radhika, she used to go worship sun god. That's called the pretending. Actual Srimati Radhika, what is thinking? How to meet with Krishna. That is the tiny time separation. That's it, they are feeling so much separation, they think. So in the transcendental world, actually Aparakta Chit Jagat, actually there are no long time separation. Short time separation. Short time means is what? Just Krishna when he goes to herding the cows. And that time Gopi is also feeling separation from him. So saying this, Gopi Gita, Atati jad bhavan annikanan truti jugayate tam pasyatam kutila kuntalang srimukhanchate jada udrikchatang pakshake drisam. And Gopis cannot tolerate separation from Krishna darshan. When Krishna, he goes to herding the cows, or when he returned back to herding the cows, that time Krishna's lotus face covered with his crawling hair. That time Gopis, they can't to see Krishna's very nice, beautiful face. Because Krishna's very nice, beautiful crawling hairs, and covered with the here. So they cannot see. And they are thinking, oh, Krishna's face is as like blossom flower, lotus. Or the crawling hair, Krishna's dark crawling hair look like and bumblebee or honeybee covered. So Gopis, they cannot see. That time Gopis, they also criticized to Brahma. So, Atati-jad bhavan annikananan truti jugayate tam pasyatam kutila kuntalang srimukhanchate jada udrikchatang pakchaki drisam. That time they also criticized to Brahma, who is the creator of this material world. Understand? These things. Who creates this body? Brahma. Who creates this material world? Brahma. Brahma, understand? Four-headed Brahma. So Gopis, they are thinking, hey Brahma, four-headed Brahma, Chaturmukh Brahma, you are completely innocent. You have no knowledge of mellows. तुम्हारे रसक ज्ञान नहीं है. Why? Because you manifest our beloved Krishna Govinda. And very nice, beautiful lotus, and face, everything. But how possible to take darshan to Govinda? Why? Because you gave us only 2 eyes, Gopis are saying. Without 2 eyes, how possible will take darshan to Govinda? And our eyes are very small. Understand this? So with our small eyes, how possible take darshan to Govinda? Then Gopis also saying, no harm, you can give 2 eyes. But why did you give us our eyelids? This eyelid when blinking, the eyelids cover the eyes. You cannot see to Govinda. Saying this. So saying this, Gopi saying, Jada udrikchatang pakchaki drisham. You are innocent. Gopis, they are saying in this. And Gopis sometimes they are also giving curse to Brahma. Hey Brahma, tu marisse. Hey Brahma, you have to die. Then maybe another person who will take charge of Brahma. Brahma ke pad le. And he will give us 1,000 eyes and 1,000 ears, 1,000 tongue. Why? Because you can take darshan to Govinda. You can listen Govinda Katha. And we can speak the glorification of Govinda. How they are love and affection. Conditional soul, they have no love and affection. Sleepiness coming? No. Okay, you are lucky. Sleepiness not coming, you are lucky. I am saying, so Gopi Gita is also saying this. Atati jada bhavan annikananan truti jugayati tam apasyatam kutila kuntalang srimukhanchati jada udrikchatang pakchaki drisha. So now coming in this. Svarupa Damodara, he knows the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Svarupa Damodara in Krishna Lila, that is called Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi, she knows the heart of Srimati Radhika. In the same way, in Mahaprabhu's Lila, Svarupa Damodara, he knows the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So for this regard, Svarupa Damodara, he recited this verse. Sei taparana tapainu jahalagi madane dahane juri genu. Now I have gained the Lord of my life, the absence of whom I was being burned by Cupid and was and witherings away. And says Jahalagi Madane Joharin Jurigan. Mother means is what? What do you mean mother? Mother means Cupid. Mother, she, understand? What is the mother? He is very powerful. And from one small ants to Brahma, everybody completely what? Controlled by Kamdev. Understand this? Maybe we will discuss Jo Kumara Hara these slokas. So Fardika, no one can conquer the and keep it. And calm. Last is very powerful. But how to conquer the last? Only rendering, chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And if you rendering chant holy names, then you can conquer the last. This is the process also. Here the purport saying, this song refers to Srimati Radhika's meeting with Krishna at the holy place of Kurukshetra, where Lord Krishna and his brother and sister came to visit when there was a solar eclipse. It was song of separation from Krishna. When Radharani met with Krishna at Kurukshetra, she remembered his intimate association of Vrindavan, and she thought, now I have gained the Lord of my life. In this absence, I was being burned by the arrow of Cupid, and thus I was withering away. Now I have my life again. And we are, if we every day chant Kam Gayatri Mantra, Puspa Vanaya Dhimahi. Kam Gayatri Mantra is this. This is very powerful. If you proper way chant Kam Gayatri Mantra, Vrindavane Aparikitana Vinamadan, Kam Gayatri Kam Vijay Jaharupasha, then you can conquer the material lust. Then automatically transcendental divine love will manifest in your heart. Understand? कामदेव के 5 जो है बाण है, पंच बाणाय, ऐसे ही पुष्प बाणाय, 5 बाण क्या क्या है? For the 5 arrows of Cupid. Maybe tomorrow we'll discuss. Understand? When you chant Kam Gayatri Mantra, you have to. There are 24 and half syllables are there. How many? 24 and half. 24 akshar. Kam Gayatri. So, Vrindavane Apragita Mudana Mohan, Kam Gayatri, Kam Vijay, Jaharupasan, Kam Bij and Gayatri. Bij mantra that is clean. Ka, La, Dirgha, Mo or Bindi. Or Kam Gayatri mantra, others. Puspa Vanaya Dhimahi. Puspa Van. These things. So here, Svarupa Damodara, he knows the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Svarupa Damodara, he was singing this song. Seita Paranata Painu, Jahalagi Madane Dahane Jhuriga. Madana Dahane Jhurigenu. Madanadhane being burned by the Cupid. Because Madan, Kamdev is very powerful. Kamdev only can to attack the small baby. Radhika Kumaro. And he said, Kumaro iti Kumaro. Kamdev cannot attack the small baby. When everybody comes in the stage of youth, then Kamdev is shooting his arrows and with his bow. He is very powerful. And only Krishna can conquer the last. Radhika Krishna's Rashla name is called Kam Vijay Lila. What Lila? Kam Vijay. Krishna conquered the lust. No one conquered the lust. In this Lila, Brahma, Shiva, Narada, and all they completely were captivated with the arrows of Kamadev. कामदेव की बाणों के द्वारा सभी जर्जरित हो गए. Understand? No one can conquer the lust. And if you not conquer the lust, how possible Shuddha Bhakti will manifest in your heart? Understand? Calm and prem, love and lust cannot stay together. Ravi, Rajani, Kabu, Noye, Ek Tham. Ravi and Rajani. Ravi means sun. Rajani means darkness. That means light and darkness can't stay together. Possible. Sun rises, automatic darkness disappears. It's the nature. That means lust is as like the darkness. A Krishna prem, that is called nice, beautiful, and blazing rays of the sun. So now coming in this way, no one can conquer the lust. Or if you not conquer the lust, how possible Shuddha Bhakti will manifest in your heart? One's heart full of lust and anger, stupid nonsense, rascal, how possible Shuddha Bhakti will manifest? You understand or not? So how will you remove the lust from your heart? Only rendering, chanting holy names. Nam Sankirtan. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalu Nastiva, Nastiva, Katirannatha. Nam Sankirtan. Chaitodarpana Marjanam, Bhava Maha Tavagni Rivapanam, Sreya Kairva Chandrika Vitaranam Viddabudhu Jivanam, Anandam Mudivardam Pratipadam Pranamita Sadhanam, Sarvatma Snapanam, Param Vijete, Shri Krishna Sankirtan. Nam Sankirtan. In this Kali Yuga, there are no any other process to conquer the lust and anger. Only one process, rendering, chanting holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nam Sankirtan. Because in this Kali Yuga, Lord invested all his potency, Shakti, in his sweet holy names. Madhur Nam. Very nice. What name? Hare Krishna Mahamantra, not others' name. And especially Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Lord invested all his Shakti, potency in his very name. Mahaprabhu told, if you really love to me, only chant this Mahamantra. This thing. Gur Premanandi Hari Hari Bolo Govinda Bolo Hari Gopala Bolo मेरु राधा रमन गिरिधारी गिरिधारी श्याम बनहारी मेरु गिरिधारी श्याम राधे 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 जय 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 श्री राधे 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 बोलो राधे 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 अरे राधे 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 जय 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 श्री राधे राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय जय राधा रानी जय ब्रजबाला जय राधा ओ जय श्याम सुंदर जय नंद लाला जय श्याम सुंदर बोलो राधे जय 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 श्री राधे बोलो अमर धन राधे 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 अमर धन राधे 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 रानी की जय महारानी की जय मैंने लगाई रे राधा नाम मैंने मैंने लगाई रे राधा नाम मैंने ओ राधा नाम की कृष्ण नाम की राधा नाम की ओ राधा नाम की कृष्ण नाम की राधा नाम मैंने राधा नाम मैंने राधा नाम की कृष्ण नाम की राधा नाम की मैंने राधा नाम मेरी चुनरी में राधा मेरी चुनरी में राधा मेरी राधा नाम की मैंने ओ राधा नाम की कृष्ण नाम की राधा नाम की मैंने राधा नाम की मैंने बोलो राधे 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 हरे राधे जय 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 श्री राधे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि प्रेमानंदे वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय कौन हाँ कौन Okay, take prasadam. এই মঠে অনেক ভক্ত দরকার, ভক্ত না হলে আনন্দ হয় না। এত বড় মঠ, এত বড় বিরাট প্রসিদ্ধ।
এখানে উইকডেজ এখন লোকের সবাই কাজে যায়, শুক্রবার আছে, শুক্রবারে সবাই কাজে,
শুক্রবারে কাজে যায়। আরে সব কাজে
তো
যায়।
যা কাজ না গেলেও এত দূরে দূরে না, হিউস্টন শহরটা এত স্প্রেড আউট, খুব দূরে।
কাজ